Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing the concepts boats and streams which belongs to the topic time, speed, distance. So the reason why I am taking every concept of time, speed, distance in a separate video is because it's a very vast topic and you need to understand every concept very clearly. Only then you can learn the entire topic very easily. So if you look at it all together, then it will be very difficult for you to learn it. So yes, let's get started with the concept boats and streams. Well, in boats and streams we have two different terms, downstream and upstream. Well, downstream is nothing but the object being the ship or boat or the swimmer will be moving along the direction of the water, and upstream is nothing but the ship or boat or the person swimming will be moving opposite to the or against the stream flow or the river flow. Well, knowing the basics, we are going to frame formulas for finding the downstream time and upstream time. So as I told you, in downstream time, the object and the water will be traveling in same direction, and in upstream, the object and water will be traveling in opposite direction. So let's now take the object to be a ship which is traveling at a speed of 4 km per hour, and the river or the water is flowing at a speed of 2 km per hour. And let's take the same values for upstream also. The ship is traveling at 4 km per hour and the water is moving against it at a speed of 2 km per hour. Now, knowing the values, we are going to frame the formulas as I told for downstream time and upstream time. Now let's take the downstream time. It's universal that in order to find the time we need two parameters, and the two parameters are nothing but distance and speed. Well, the distance will be either given in the question or we will have to assume it. But what about the speeds? You have two different speeds. So you will have to either add them or subtract them based on the scenario that's given. Well, in downstream, if the ship is moving at 4 km per hour, the water will be further move it 2 kilometers. So that's the reason the ship would have moved 6 kilometers in 1 hour, which obviously results in the addition of the speeds of the boat and the water, which I have mentioned it as speed of boat and speed of stream. In some books they might have given it as variables u and v. So it's up to your comfort to assume it as SBSS, or you can assume it as U and V. Now moving to upstream. In order to find the upstream time, again you need distance and speed. Well, distance B itself, and what about the speed? If the ship is moving 4 km in 1 hour, the water is pushing it 2 kilometers behind. So only 2 kilometers will be moved by the ship in 1 hour. So that's the reason why we are subtracting the speeds of the boat and stream in finding the upstream time. Well, knowing all this, you can come to a conclusion that the downstream time and upstream time, when they are compared and when the values are common, values in the sense distance, speed are common for upstream and downstream, always the downstream time will be less than the upstream time. I repeat again, this is true only when the values like distance and speed are common for both the scenarios. Well, it's always better to practice a lot of questions when it comes to aptitude rather than learning only the concepts. So let's try to solve some questions which is based on the concept boats and streams. So here is your first question, and in any aptitude questions, just look for two things: what's given in the question and what's asked in the question. So now in this particular question, these two data are given and they are asking for stream speed. Well, speed in still water actually means the speed of the swimmer in still water, so that exclude the speed of the river flow. And as they have given that it took twice as long to swim upstream than it took to swim downstream, I have taken twice the time taken for swimming downstream will equal to the time taken for upstream. So now, knowing all this, they are asking for the speed of the stream and we are given with time. I am going to replace the time as distance by speed. Downstream time is nothing but distance by sum of the speeds of the object being boat, ship or the guy who is swimming, and speed of the river or stream. And upstream time can be written as distance by subtraction of the speeds of speed of boat and speed of stream. Here, even though they are not given as speed of the boat, for having a common variable, I am just putting it as SB. You can put it as SS also, but it would clash with each other. That's why I am using SB. Well, now we are going to replace whatever that's known to us and calculate and get the answer. Well, distance is common for both downstream and upstream. That's the reason why I'm going to cancel out the common values. Well, the speed of the boat here actually mentions the speed of the guy or the speed of the swimmer in still water. So replace this with the speed given. Simplify the entire equation and get the value of SS. So it would be 4.5 minus SS into 2, which will be 9 minus 2 SS, and 4.5 plus SS will go to the other side. On simplifying this particular equation, you will get the SS value to be 1.5 kilometer per hour. Well, here is the second question. So as I told you, we are going to look for two things in the question. The first one is what's given in the question, and the second one is what's asked in the question. Well, in this second question, these are the data given. Speed of Rajesh, swimming speed of Rajesh and speed of the stream. These two are the data given, and they're asking for average speed. And it's very clearly mentioned that Rajesh starts swimming from point A to point B, and he swims back the same direction, same distance in the opposite direction. So now, in order to find the average speed, distance by total time. Well, here the downstream distance is considered to be the variable d, then the upstream distance is also the same d. So the total distance covered would be nothing but 2 times of d. And what about the time taken, the total time taken? Well, the time taken for downstream is nothing but d by sum of the speeds. Well, here the speeds are given as 4.5 and 1.5, so sum of these two will be 6. And upstream time is nothing but distance by difference in the speeds. Well, the difference in 4.5 and 1.5 is nothing but 3. So the total time taken is nothing but sum of the time taken for downstream and upstream. So I am going to substitute the timings as d by 6 and d by 3. Well, as we are going to add it, let's add it individually and put it in the denominator. D by 6 and d by 3 is nothing but 6 and 3's LCM is 6. Again, you'll have to multiply 3 with 2 in order to make the LCM as 6. So d plus 2d. So it will be left out with 3d by 6, which forms our denominator. As d is common, let me cancel the distance, and 6 goes to the numerator. So it would become 4 kilometer per hour, which is nothing but the average speed of the given scenario. So here is the third question, and again these are the data given in the question, and we'll have to find the downstream time over here. And it's very clearly given that the distance upstream and time upstream is given, and you can actually derive the speed upstream speed from these two given parameters. How do you get it? Upstream speed will be nothing but upstream distance by upstream time. These two being given, we are going to calculate the upstream speed. The upstream distance being 15 km and the upstream time being 5 hours, which means the speed is nothing but 3 km per hour. And the one more data which is given is nothing but the speed of the current. At times they might give you the river flow as current also, as stream also. Well, SS is equal to 1 by 4 of SB, or it can be written as the boat speed is nothing but 4 times of stream speed. This also is correct. in order to avoid fraction, I just made it as a whole number. Well, upstream speed can be rewritten as subtraction of speeds. Well, as I need the stream speed over here and boat speed, I am just rewriting the upstream speed to, in terms of boat speed and stream speed. Well, there are two unknowns. If there are two unknowns, you can't find the answer. So, you can rewrite SB in terms of SS or SS in terms of SB from the given data. Well, let me write SB as 4 times of SS. If you write it in that form, then you will get the stream speed to be 1 kilometer per hour. So finally we got the stream speed to be 1 kilometer per hour. If stream speed is 1 kilometer per hour, then boat speed would be 4 times of it. So the boat speed would be 4 times of 1 kilometer per hour, which is 4 kilometers per hour. Now we know that now knowing the boat speed and stream speed, we can easily calculate the downstream time for the same distance, 15 km. Formula for finding downstream time, which is nothing but distance by sum of the speeds of boat and stream. The distance being given in the question, which is 15 kilometers, and boat speed is nothing but 4 km per hour, which we found it, and stream speed, which is found to be 1 km per hour, which is nothing but 15 by 5 or 3 hours. So these questions will not alone comprehend the entire concept of boats and streams. So I would suggest you to practice a lot of questions and for your reference we have attached some practice questions at the end of this video. So you can solve them and just get a clear idea about boats and streams. Thank you.